Hello you most beautiful and most amazing top teners, I'm Rebecca Felgate, and like many, I am deeply saddened by the passing of Carrie Fisher, who undoubtedly was royalty, but to many, she was more than just Princess Leia. A wicked sense of humour and an admirable, unapologetic ability to be herself, here are the top 10 facts about this beautiful woman who sadly passed away on December the 27th, 2016 after suffering a heart attack on a flight from London to Los Angeles. In at number 10, she was born famous. Carrie Fisher was born to be a star. Her mother, who outlives her, is Debbie Reynolds, a Hollywood star of the 1950s, best known for her beautiful singing voice and her role as Kathy Selden in Singin' in the Rain. Reynolds and fellow Hollywood star Eddie Fisher had Carrie and Todd before Fisher left her for their mutual friend Elizabeth Taylor. Carrie's birth was as high profile as her father's affair, and she was very much brought up in the limelight. In at number 9, I certainly feel her here, she was a dog lover. Carrie had a French bulldog called Gary, who she cared for very much. Gary was her constant companion throughout the latter part of her life and was with her when she suffered a heart attack. Gary had his own Twitter and Instagram accounts. His current pinned tweet is a snap of him by a window with the caption, "I'll be waiting right here, mummy," which, I mean, my heart. In at number 8, Carrie was an eccentric tweeter. If any of you followed Carrie on Twitter, you will know that she had a very eccentric and unique way of communicating on the social media site. She loved a good emoji and a good symbol. Often her tweets would appear cryptic, but on closer investigation, she'd be communicating in pictures. Before her death, she tweeted about seeing and enjoying her CGI self in Rogue One. I for one am gonna miss spending several minutes figuring out her code, and I loved her for it. In at number 7, she was a best-selling author. Carrie Fisher was not just a talented actress, she was also a keen and celebrated author as well as a script consultant. She wrote Postcards from the Edge in 1987, which was later adapted into a movie. She then wrote 4 other novels, Surrender the Pink, Delusions of Grandma, Hollywood Mums, and The Best Awful There Is. Following these, she wrote some fiercely witty non-fiction, including Wishful Drinking and Shockaholic. She performed Wishful Drinking as a play off-Broadway. In 2016, Carrie released the explosive The Princess Diarist, during which she published some old diary notes she wrote whilst filming Star Wars. Now this brings us nicely into our next point. In at number 6, she had an affair with Harrison Ford. In the best-selling book The Princess Diarist, she revealed once and for all that yes, she and Harrison Ford had had an affair while filming, saying that it was Han and Leia in the week and Carrie and Harrison at the weekend. At the time, Harrison was a 33-year-old married father and she was a 19-year-old young actress, so it was quite the scandal. In at number 5, Star Wars 8 will be her last movie. Princess Leia wasn't actually Carrie's first movie role, but it will be her last. Her first role was as Lorna in the Columbia Pictures comedy Shampoo. Leia Organa in Star Wars was her first major role, which she debuted at age 19. She reprised her role in the 2015 7th episode The Force Awakens. She had just finished filming the 8th episode, which will be out at the end of 2017. She had also just finished filming some television episodes of Catastrophe, which will also air in 2017. In at number 4, she has a 24-year-old daughter. Carrie has a beautiful young daughter called Billie Lord, who actually had a small role as Lieutenant Connix in Star Wars The Force Awakens. She will once again reprise her role in episode 8. Billie is known for her role as Sadie/Chanel 3 in TV show Scream Queens. It was announced that Billie will look after Gary the dog, which I think will make a lot of people happy. In at number 3, Carrie struggled with and overcame addiction. One of the things that many people absolutely love about Carrie is her ability to be totally open with her issues in her life. Towards the late 70s, Carrie suffered with an intense drug addiction. This was most prevalent as she filmed The Empire Strikes Back. In an interview, she said, "Slowly I realized I was doing a bit more drugs than other people and losing my choice in the matter." She also came very close to an overdose. She later stopped drinking and taking drugs and often discussed her mixed feelings on sobriety. She did have a slip in 2005 when Republican R. Gregory Stevens died at her house. In at number 2, she was a fierce feminist. Carrie has always been outspoken and right on the money with her comments. She knew back in the 70s that the only way to play a strong female leader of a rebellion was to be in a movie that was not set in our Earth. Even then, despite clearly having the Force, she didn't get a lightsaber. She said, even in space, there is a double standard. She's also spoken out against the outfits she was forced to wear and was quoted saying this about the banned Princess Leia bikini merchandise. Tell them that a giant slug captured me and forced me to wear that stupid outfit, and then I killed him because I didn't like it, and then I took it off backstage. She said she got to be what people described as more feminine in The Return of the Jedi, adding, not to forget, these movies are basically boys' fantasies, so the way that they made her more female in this one was to have her take off her clothes. She also spoke out about having to lose 10 pounds to initially play the role, saying that she was sent to a fat farm. She later had to lose 35 pounds to play Leia in episode 7. She said, they wanted to hire part of me, not all of me. They wanted to hire about 3/4. I had to get rid of the 4th somehow. The 4th can't be with me. Jokes! Always jokes. So we are here at number 1, and one of my favourite things about her is this: she was a strong mental health spokesperson. Once again, Carrie wasn't ashamed of who she was, and why should she be? She suffered from depression and she shared her story to help others. Stephen Fry once described Carrie Fisher as on the edge of sanity. Carrie herself, a great friend of Fry's, said that she was unafraid to admit that she was mentally ill. When appearing in Fry's documentary The Secret Life of the Manic Depressive, she spoke out about the way her mania felt. She said, you start going way too fast, you're faster than everyone you're around, and that's not fun. She stood up for those with depression and offered them words of encouragement. She said, we have been given a challenging illness and there is no other option than to meet those challenges. Think of it as an opportunity to be heroic. And that is exactly what she was. So there we have it. Rest in peace, Carrie, a woman who was drowned in moonlight and strangled by her own bra. There will never be another like you, but there will be many who will continue to be inspired by you for many, many years to come. I'm Rebecca Felgate. This has been Most Amazing Top 10. This has been very, very sad, so if you do want to leave your favourite memories of Carrie Fisher in the comments section down below, then please do, and we will continue to remember her fantastic work and her fantastic personality. Until next time.